easier. Just hover over any of the foods in your inventory. You'll see a little fork icon. The red forks give you health orientated food, the yellow forks give you the stamina, and the white forks you get about 50% of each. When you're out exploring and you come across any of these old buildings, they can be used in a few different ways. Makeshift base, say if you're building a brand new one right from scratch, or you can just have a quick AFK to grab yourself a coffee. What I like to do though is just pop down a workbench, then you can hold down the middle mouse button and go all the way around, and it's a quick and easy way of getting quite a few pieces of wood and other resources within them. Many times you'll also find chests in there where you can get some feathers, gold or arrows, and after you've demolished all the way around you can just let gravity take its course. And I came in like a... Now let's see how much we got from demolishing just one building within a short space of time. In these old huts you can also come across a beehive. Just aim your bow, shoot it down and wait for the green poison cloud to dissipate, as you will get some damage from it. Then you get yourself a queen bee that you can pick up, and with this you can have your own beehive back at base producing your own honey. Very useful early game food for stamina, with a bit of passive regen for your health. Hunting deers when you're starting out in Valheim is a very good idea for the hides and the meat source. The hides mainly for upgrading your armour and your weapons of course. If you haven't got a bow yet, not a problem, I will show you how to hunt them without a bow and then with one. It won't take long, I'll show you the quick techniques that I use to get it done nice and quick for you to get plenty of hides and meat. Just press Ctrl to enter sneak mode, and then keep an eye on your stamina bar, that's the main key. If that breaks you end up going out of stealth and they'll spot you easier. Try and use the trees for cover. Be patient with your stamina bar if it needs to regen a little bit. Then as soon as you're close to them you can pretty much one-shot them with any of your melee weapons that you have. If you've got a bow, use the same sneak tactic I've just showed you, but you don't have to get anywhere near as close. You can just draw your bow back behind a tree, pop out behind it and job's done. Just one quick note when shooting the arrows though, they do have gravity, so aim a little bit above the deer as you'll end up keep missing. This confused the hell out of me when I first started playing, so that's why I'm giving you this tip now. The deers will also end up dropping down trophies. You need 2 of these for summoning the deer boss. Trying to kill this boss as soon as you can in the game is advantageous, because then you can craft yourself a pickaxe and start mining copper and iron ore and head on down to the Bronze Age. For killing the boss early in the game, I've made a little guide, I'll leave a link down below. It's a bit unconventional, but it is an easy and a safe way of doing it. Just before we head to the Black Forest, you might have noticed that the game looks a little bit different on your screen than it does on mine. That's because I turned the vegetation down to very low. Doing this you can spot monsters from further away, it makes hunting deer a lot simpler as well. And when you gather in mushrooms, flint and stone, you don't have to go searching in the bushes. When you've crafted your pickaxe you want to get yourself some copper and tin, head on over to the Black Forests. Dark green area on the map. There's a lot of Black Forest on most of the starting island. The copper generally comes in the form of a large boulder with veins running down it. As you get it close and hover your mouse over it, it will say copper deposit. When you go to mine the copper, I suggest not starting in the middle, because there's an awful lot of copper that you can't see underneath the ground than what you can see on the top. If you go along the edges, then you will uncover a lot more of it as you go. You're going to want all the copper you can get hold of, because for the Bronze Age you'll need 2 copper and 1 tin in the forge to produce just 1 bronze. Tin ore you will spot as small shiny rocks just along the coastal areas and the rivers within the Black Forest. Don't worry about mining around these, there's no more underground. Just whack them on the top and you'll get 2 to 4 tin ore. When you open up your inventory you might have noticed the 4 icons on the top right hand corner. If you click on the bird icon it opens up your Valheim compendium, and this highlights all the little tips that the birds told you so far. The next icon along brings up all the skills within the game. There's an awful lot of them, and I don't know of any quick way of leveling these up apart from using them. If you come across a better way, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to try and pass the message on to other gamers. The next icon along looks like it's for the completionist gamers out there. 49 trophies to collect in total. Gotta get them all. The last icon on the list are the 2 swords. With this you can toggle friendly fire on and off. If you're out exploring for a little while and you notice your rested buff is dropped, this is never a good thing, because it is a very powerful buff that you want to keep on at all times when you're out exploring or in any combat. The rested buff actually gives you the following: health regen of plus 50%, stamina of plus 100%, which is really useful, and also your skills that you're leveling up, it gives you a 50% increase in how quickly they level up when you're using them also. Valheim is a game of patience as well, so take the time, grab yourself just a couple of rocks and some sticks, make yourself a fire, cook a bit of food at the same time, and then it won't take you long before you get your rested buff. This will also help you out when it ends up raining or you go swimming, because the wet debuff affects your health by 25% regen and your stamina by 15%. Now, as I promised earlier on in the video, I'll show you just how quickly you can get rid of the wet debuff with a little fire going. Just a few seconds by the fire and the wet debuff will go away. Then you don't have to worry about it affecting your stamina and health regen. Good luck on your travels. I hope I've helped you out in some way. See you soon and take it easy.